right now we're in the San Diego Zoo, and we're on the bus tour right now. I'm in San Diego, not LA. Alright. I think the bus is about to start. And if you're not subscribed already, subscribe to me and hit that little bell, and which makes you turn on notifications. Alright, it's starting.
Welcome aboard the guided bus tour. Are we all set to go see the zoo? Alright, sounds good. My name is Allison. I'll be your bus driver and your tour guide. We'll be together for about 35 minutes, covering about 60% of the zoo. So a great way to see the park today.
It's going to be 30
We're going to talk
minutes.
about plants and animals that live here at the zoo. Talk about some of the ways the zoo is leading the fight to end extinction, extinct species, and some of the ways that we can inherit for wildlife. Starting at the main plaza, I'm going to point out a couple of areas that we don't cover on our tour route. You'll see the Lost Forest on our right-hand side, just behind our beautiful flamingos. Explore there later today if you're interested in seeing the primates, such as the monkeys in the monkey trails, or the great apes along Treetops Way. You can see the gorillas and the orangutans along that trail. On our left-hand side is the walkway towards Discovery Outpost, where you'll find a number of areas and attractions such as our children's room. Inside the children's room, we've got the petting paddock, insect house, and Rio 4D theater. Straight up ahead of the red tiled roof, you can see the top of our reptile house, featuring about 100 species of snakes, lizards, turtles, and tortoises. Another great reason to visit Discovery Outpost is to board the Skyfari tram, which is our gondola ride following you across the zoo. You can board at the front and the back of the park today, unlimited times by using your admission ticket. The Skyfari tram will be running until the park closes at 5 o'clock this evening. If you have a Zoom app handy, you might want to take this opportunity to check out our schedule. You'll find that printed on the back of your map, and then you can start planning the rest of your day here at the San Diego Zoo. I'm going to take a moment to cover some safety information. I do ask please throughout the ride that we keep all hands, arms, heads, loved ones, and personal items inside the bus at all times. We are going to move along pretty slowly, so if you'd like to stand up throughout the tour, that's okay. Just make sure, please, that you hold on to the railings or the seat backs, and also keep your feet on the floor. I do ask that we not stand on our seats for everybody's safety. We're going to be playing into the tiger viewing on our right-hand side. There's currently 5 tiger species living on planet Earth. The kind that we have here at the zoo is called the Malayan tiger. We have 3 of them here in total. They're all boys, and they're actually all brothers. I have a pair of twin brothers named Chinta and Barani, about 4.5 years of age, as well as their older brother named Khan, only about 7 years old. We're going to pull up by the main yard here on our right-hand side, where we have our twin boys on exhibit. When the tigers are younger, they like to have a friend. They're going to move to a more solitary lifestyle as they get a little bit older and more mature. Look up at the very top and at the right-hand side of the habitat. Wonderful view.
You guys see the tiger?
Beautiful Malayan tigers.
That's a tiger.
They're very endangered species that we are very privileged to care for here at the San Diego Zoo. Our scientists estimate currently only about 500 Malayan tigers remain across the entire planet. Not only are we working with them here, we're also working in Malaysia with the tiger and in Sumatra. Sumatran tigers with 2 of the conservation projects. Our zoo is involved in the world. Right now we're working in about 40 countries worldwide on over 100 conservation projects. Our zoo is a non-profit organization, so by visiting us and spending time here at the zoo, you are actually helping to support our global work. If you want to learn a little more about where your money is going, check out our Wildlife Conservancy online. Visit endextinction.org. As we head down down the road from the tiger viewing
And how many dollars each?
Asian rainforest.
Ano po daan ang YouTube?
Also, some African
Nalala ba,
rainforest.
Finn?
Just around the bend, you'll see our Hippo Lagoon on our right-hand side.
Ano ba, meron
Our
ka
hippos have
nagkano?
about 150,000 gallons. Very important because they spend about 85% of their time in the water. You can want to look down below through the glass viewing, and you might get a peek at our male hippo out enjoying the pool today. His name is Otis and he weighs about 4,000 pounds. So he's a pretty big guy. You come back here on foot later today. Get right down there by the pool. Spend a little bit more time with Otis. Hippos are prone to sunburns. They have pretty sensitive skin, so they are prone to sunburns just like we are. They prefer to stay in the pool during the daytime in order to protect their skin. It's also a very nice buoyant environment for such a large weighty animal. It's very comfortable for them. Before we come to the bottom of the trail, we're going to pause once more here at the Ituri Forest, and hopefully we'll get to see some of our monkeys on the right-hand side. Oh, really nice view for you here. Some of the monkeys have long orange tails and white spots on their nose. That species is the Gwenin. You see monkeys with kind of a yellowish brown coat. Those are the swamp monkeys. We have two species on exhibit here. And their roommates they would also be roommates in the wild.
Carter, you want to switch?
We always want our animals to feel right at home here by designing natural exhibits and providing our animals with opportunities for enrichment. Anything that keeps our animals happy, healthy, active, and encourages natural behavior.
Miro, Papa said to go on this side.
أمير تعالى كده تعالى بس
Finn and Monkey.
هيجي تاني خلينا نشوف أكتر
And then they can encourage got the big white side. In the mirrors yet today. This is another area that we're looking at on check them out. San Diego Zoo is one of only 4 zoos nationwide with giant pandas. And just a quick reminder, my friends, please keep your hands and arms inside the boxes while driving around.
This is probably going to be like 30 minutes because that's how long the ride is.
Stop over on our left-hand side. Going to be by our African bird marsh here.
Oh,
Where we have some of our waterfowl. We also have the Eagle Trail up above us for some of our birds of prey. You'll notice there's a sign here on our left-hand side. It's yellow in color and shaped like a kangaroo. This is going to be for our other bus. It's called the Kangaroo Express Bus. And that's going to be really nice transportation around the park today. The bus makes stops in 4 different locations. So you've got to hop on and off. That'll help you get around the zoo. The bus is going to come by about every 15 minutes apart throughout the day. Please be sure that you hang on to your tickets, such as your one-day pass. That'll be your unlimited access to our kangaroo bus. And that'll really help you get around the zoo. We'll have another bus running until park close again at 5 o'clock today. I'll be pointing out the shops here for driving around here. The shops are also marked on the front of your map with black and yellow logos.
بص
As we're coming up the way, we have to look out for some of our gazelles and antelopes on the right-hand side. In this part of the park, we're seeing some of the larger species like our giant eland, southern merino, or maybe even a American zebra. Stunning zebra is about halfway down, just behind that green roof there towards the left-hand side of the street. Kind of like you and I have a unique flavor here. Each zebra has a unique right.
Guys, do you see it?
our polar bears will also learn about halfway down San Diego Zoo. 2 of them are females.
Gotta move your head.
We also have a male polar bear on exhibit. Oh, look. He's about twice the size of the girl, so if he's out and about with the ladies, you'll be able to tell him good morning. The exhibit that we have here for our polar bears is meant to be this right now that we're having is actually pretty cool. Towards our polar bears. Our polar bears would experience we also have changes to the habitat for polar bears to be nice and comfortable when it's safe. Things like air conditioning. We just got a polar bears eat a high-fat diet to help them stay warm. Our San Diego polar bears eat a lower-fat diet to help stay cool. Out in the wild, they're more of a carnivore or a meat-eating animal, but in the zoo, they can have some omnivore tendencies too. So they can be eating meats and fish, but they'll also be eating produce, something that we added to their diet to help them stay nice and comfortable. A particular favorite snack food here are actually carrot sticks. Our 3 bears can eat about 50 carrots on a daily basis. And just a quick note, we are going to have the vehicle coming by over on the passengers on the right-hand side, so just be extra cautious with your hands and arms. In a couple moments, you'll see a large white van passing us by. As soon as the van goes by, we will go ahead and continue up the hill following behind them, so grab a couple more pictures with a polar bear if you'd like to. Out in the wild, polar bears are an animal very much affected by climate change. Wild polar bears like to hunt for seals. Seals live on the ice. And the ice is melting. So we can be a hero for polar bears, the Arctic, and really just our planet overall by doing things that reduce our carbon footprint. I know that can sound a little scary, but we don't have to make major changes. The little changes help out too. Things like recycling, turning off your lights when you leave a room, unplugging electronics when you're not using them. Those things really do help out. You want to make some bigger changes, maybe carpooling, using ride shares, taking public transportation every once in a while, or pursuing some much larger steps, things like looking into renewable resources or purchasing fuel-efficient vehicles are also really great ways to help out. I'd love to come back to the polar bear plunge on foot this time of year. It's a great place to see our Siberian reindeer on exhibit, especially with the Christmas coming up tomorrow. Oftentimes when we're reading stories about Christmas or you watch holiday movies and you see Santa with the reindeer pulling his sleigh, the reindeer almost always have antlers on their head. Now let me tell you, with reindeers, the males grow the antlers in the spring and the summer, and the females grow their antlers during the winter time. So who's pulling Santa's sleigh? The ladies, right? That's why we never get lost. We're not scared to ask for directions. So as we're coming up here to the top of the hill, we're going to be at the back of the zoo. You'll see the other end of the Sky-Fari tram on your left-hand side. So for the Sky-Fari, you can board here. We're at the main entrance of the park. This is about a 4-minute trip across the zoo. It's a really fun ride. It's great transportation, and you'll get some lovely scenic views from across the skyway. As we mentioned already, the Sky-Fari tram is in operation until the park closes at 5 o'clock.
What time is it now? 12:46.
We're going to be coming up on our next bus stop in just a moment. On our left-hand side, you'll see stop number 3. That'll bring us around to one of my favorite places in the zoo. It's called Elephant Odyssey. Elephant Odyssey is our living museum, taking us back into the past of Southern California. We're traveling back now about
Do not
2,000 years
enter.
to the Ice Age. The animals that we're going to see here are kind of like the modern-day versions of animals that used to live here during the Ice Age. So before we come around to the elephants, we're going to check out some of our big cats on the right-hand side. I'm going to lower the volume just a little bit because we have a tour group back here, and I don't want to talk over them too much. But see if you can find some lions. They live in the first habitat on our right. You kind of see the male, or not really in the best spot right now, but looking kind of towards that back left corner of the habitat, you might catch a glimpse of our male lion named Safari. African lions sleep
I cannot see it.
hours a day. Generally, when we're coming by on the bus to Rumi, you see them napping quite often. You might notice some birds across the road as well. On the left-hand side, you see birds of paradise and great blue Toronto. So we keep them back here for breeding purposes, and also a lot of leopards and loudhorns, so they have their own private little community back here. As we're rolling next door, let's see if we can spot the jaguar back over on our right-hand side. Jaguar are beautiful big cats from South America, Central America, parts of Mexico. Every once in a while we see them in the United States, but definitely not quite as common as it used to be. Jaguar have beautiful spotted coats that work as effective camouflage, so we may or may not see them here in the exhibit. Sometimes they are hanging out in their bedroom as well. If you take this footpath that you see on the other side of the habitat, that'll walk you past the cat's bedroom. So if they're in there having a cat nap, you can come back and see them on foot for them. At this point in the ride, we are going to be on the lookout for elephants on our right-hand side. Our elephant exhibit spans all throughout Elephant Odyssey. It's about 3 acres in total and home to 4 elephants. You look all the way down, kind of down on the other side of the building, you'll get a little peek at one of our elephants there. That is Shaba. We notice big ears and large costumes for Shaba. He is one of our African elephants. 4 total, 2 of each species. The easiest way to tell them apart is to look at their ear size. African elephants do have much larger ears than the Asian elephants. We're going to come around the bend here by our Elephant Care Center, and I see a little bit of a crowd, so I think our keepers are out training the elephants right now. Another situation where I don't really want to talk over them too much. So I'm going to turn off my microphone in a moment, but I'll roll you guys by slowly, and you can see how the keepers interact and work with our elephants.
The crowd's right there. That's where the crowd is. Oh guys, look at the big elephant right there. Inside the cage. Elephant is right inside the books. Folks, get it right there! I see a big starting to move again.
So what we were seeing there was an elephant getting its pedicure. Their routine here, they treat their feet, examine their feet, file down their toenails in order to keep the elephants healthy. We kind of start from the ground up is how you can think about it. It's preventative care for them and allows them to be nice and comfortable. So let me bring you on up here to the last yard of Elephant Odyssey. And a really nice view of Tembo. She's our other African elephant, so you'll notice the larger ears on her. Her tusks are not quite as impressive as Shaba's, so they're a little bit shorter, but she's right here, right up front. Have a nice photo opportunity here.
I don't think there is tusks.
Right now, using her trunk, she's looking around the ground, searching throughout the grass.
There's no tusks.
Very behavior for elephants. Out in the wild, African elephants travel upwards of 50 miles daily walking around in order to forage for food. So we're doing a little bit of that natural behavior here by placing food around in the yards. We do what's called scatter feeds with a lot of the animals. We also feed our elephants using a variety of puzzle feeders and interactive feeding stations. We want to keep them active not only physically but also mentally, as they're very intelligent, so providing them with lots of opportunities for enrichment is really important. As you see Tembo using her trunk a little bit, almost like we use our hands and our fingers to pick things up off the ground. So they can be really delicate with the trunk. They can pick up a single piece of hay clear a single blade of grass, but they're also very strong with their trunk and they can pick up fallen logs and trees as well. The elephants have about 30,000 muscles in their trunk, which is more than we have in our entire body. We feed them a variety of produce, fruits, and veggies, and browse. We notice in particular they love raisins, which always gives me a little bit of a chuckle because they're so big, but apparently that's a very nice special treat item for them that oftentimes we use as reinforcement when we're training the elephants. All in total, they eat about 150 pounds of food every day. Anyone want to try to guess how much an elephant can poop? What do you think? It's a lot. It can be anywhere from 200 to 300 pounds a day. A lot of poop to scoop off. As we roll up to the next yard, be on the lookout for our camels on the right-hand side. We have the single hump or dromedary camel on exhibit. You can also see the pronghorn antelope laying down in the back right corner of the habitat. The pronghorn that we work with are from Baja California. They just down to the south of us. They're called Baja pronghorn. They're a much more endangered subspecies of pronghorn than the ones that are a little bit more common throughout the United States. We're coming to the other end of Elephant Odyssey now with our California condors on our right-hand side. And two of these guys, you might also see a North American raven laying around in the area. Condors and ravens will share a habitat in the wild, kind of like the monkeys that we saw earlier in the tour, interacting with one another. So another nice mixed species environment for some of our North American animals. San Diego Zoo Global has been working with California condors since the 1980s. They were one of the brink of extinction in the year 1982 with 22 birds left in the entire world. That was all that was left. But due to our breeding and our conservation, there's now about 450. So they're doing a lot better, and that's an example of one of the many conservation projects that you're helping to support by being here today.
Number 4.
Here's our next bus stop on the right-hand side, stop number 4. It'll bring you here to the other end of Elephant Odyssey. Don't forget our kangaroo buses are yellow in color and they're shaped like kangaroos. Just be sure that you're not mixing them up with what we call map locators. Here's a map locator on our right-hand side, number 10, inside the red circle. There's about 2 dozen of these throughout the park, and they're simply a navigation also. Ooh, looks like we've got one of the keepers out feeding the meerkats here. Look on the right-hand side, kind of down in the bottom left corner of the habitat. With some of the animals, like the elephants, we use protected contact when they don't go into the exhibits with them. But with other animals, like the meerkats, we do free contact, which is what we're seeing right now, where the zookeepers have a little bit more of an opportunity to walk into the habitats with the animals. Meerkats are primarily insectivores, so lots of bugs on the menu for them here. Very social animals living together in a family group or a mob. The meerkats are up at the top of the Kobe, starting on our right-hand side, also the top of the Africa Rocks area, representing 6 different unique habitats. Other animals you find in the Kobe include the African serval, which is a type of wildcat. Be on the lookout for our trumpeter hornbills on the right-hand side. They're just by the bus road in this aviary here. We've got a mom, a dad, and then the kids are all lined up towards the back center portion of the habitat. They're about 5 months old now. They're a cute little family. So from here you can continue along this trail on our right-hand side, and then it'll take you down into the Africa Rocks area. It is about 8 acres, going right through the middle of the zoo, so definitely one of the larger portions of the park. Again, representing 6 different African habitats, showing us the amazing diversity of Africa. We're going to have the chance to drive through Africa Rocks in a couple of moments here along our tour route, so I will give you a better idea as far as the different plants and animals you can find in this part of the zoo. As we come across the top, you'll see the Highlands Garden immediately to our right, which is one of many botanical areas that we have here at the zoo. We are home to about 700,000 plant species from all around the world, so we're a botanical garden as well. We participate participate in a lot of plant conservation, not only worldwide, but we're doing a lot of work right here in San Diego County. San Diego County is a biodiversity hotspot. Just to the north of us, our zoo is helping out with the Torrey Pine Tree up in La Jolla, and a little ways down south with the Tecate Cypress down in the South Bay. We even operate a seed bank up at our safari park.
Koala.
Like I point out, one more area of the zoo we don't cover on our tour route is down on our right-hand side would be the urban jungle. Now the first thing I want you to take note of is that big orange bus straight down on the right. That is the kangaroo bus parked at stop number 1. The kangaroo buses have yellow signs in the front window, so that's what you want to look for when you're looking at our stop locations throughout the day. And stop 1 is just a good one to keep in mind because it is closest to the front of the zoo, about a 5-minute walk. Now you don't have to ride the bus to go into Urban Jungle. It's very pedestrian friendly, nice and flat, easy to walk through. As we get to some of our popular animals like the giraffe, the kangaroo, and if you're lucky you'll get to see a cheetah on exhibit there later today.
Yeah? Oh.
We're heading down Center Street now with the next habitats coming up on our right-hand side. This area of the zoo is a little bit on the older side. These exhibits have been around since the 1960s, but we still make do. Look down at the very bottom front of the habitat. You'll see a small black-colored bear cruising around. This is called the Bornean sun bear. This is the smallest bear species in the world. This is our male Rampant. It's like he's on the hunt for some enrichment right now. Sometimes with our bears and our big cats animals that have a very good sense of smell. We like to do what's called scent enrichment for them. Sometimes we use natural things like fur from other animals here at the zoo, but sometimes we provide our animals with the opportunity to smell things like cologne, which is really exciting for them. All of the animals that we do this with, they actually have particular things that they really enjoy. Our female lion likes to smell extensive cologne. And our female panda bear is partially common. Everyone's got their preference. Next, we'll be on the lookout for our snow leopards. This time of day, they like to hide in the cave at the very back of the exhibit, so you might see a face peek on the back there. Beautiful Himalayan snow leopards. They're kind of elusive now this time of day. We have a male and a female on exhibit, so we are hoping for the potential of babies in the future. In the two larger yards coming up next, you might get a glimpse of a grizzly bear. Oh man, they are sleeping. Okay, look in the back left corner. They're both curled up in the hay bed. There's Scout and Montana, our 11-year-old grizzly bears. They do get a little bit more inactive this time of year with the cooler weather, a little bit less sunshine. They do tend to nap a bit more, but they don't do a true hibernation like wild bears would because they have plenty of resources that we keep them really well fed throughout the year, so they don't experience that full hibernation. In the bottom 2 yards, let's see if we have any luck with the Andean bears. There's at least a bare bottom all the way up at this top there. This is one of our 2 Andean bears. That's our female named Alba. All the way up at the top of the jungle gym. These Andean bears come from South America, more of a rainforest environment. And they're primarily an arboreal or tree-dwelling animal. So they're really wonderful climbers, and having the jungle gym and do a little swing and lots of climbing opportunities is great enrichment for them. So we've got the female here, and we've got her boyfriend next door. His name is Turbo. So we are very hopeful for a couple of potential romances here along Center Street, which is really exciting. San Diego Zoo is working right now with about 100 different zoos nationwide when it comes to breeding endangered animals. And it takes a lot of work to make these love connections. We have a big program called the Species Survival Plan that oversees everything. You can think about this program kind of like EndangeredZooAnimalMatch.com. Yes, this is our online dating service. So very frequent for animals from other zoos to move here. Sometimes our animals move to other facilities, and always done to make these love connections and help to create diversity in the population. Really important for a healthy population. Now, when we do have baby animals, and the zookeepers give our public relations department the go-ahead, the green light, we love to post pictures and updates and all sorts of fun stuff. So I always recommend that you check us out on social media. Take your poison if you like the Facebook, we tweet, the Instagram, we're on Tumblr as well. So maybe give us a like or a follow on any of these platforms that you prefer. It's just a really easy way to keep updated with what's going on here. All right, give me a second. We're going to make a sharp turn. It's a little bit congested here, so I'm going to focus on turning for a couple of moments. As we're coming around the bend, you can see the Bashore Bridge across the way on the left-hand side. Yes, it's going to get a little tight here, guys. So I'm going to have you cross the street, please. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. All right, it's a very sharp turn. So Bashore Bridge there across on the left-hand side. That will connect Elephant Odyssey to the treetops area. Makes the zoo a little bit easier to get around rather than having to go up and down the hills all day. If you are down in this area later, there is also an elevator that will take you up to the top of the bridge.
Dude, I actually really want to get footage of a lion on this chip and vid.
Alright, so we're going to start our journey through Africa. We have an Africa.
If you watch Infinite Bliss,
just on our left-hand side, kind of across the trail from our bus ride. We're going to start in the Cape Findus region. This is South Africa. Be on the lookout for our penguins in the first habitat. You might see some of them up on the rocky beach or maybe down below in their swimming pool. We're home to 30 African penguins, and they have the 200,000-gallon tank. This is now our biggest pool environment of any of the animals here at the zoo. This is a saltwater pool, which was a little bit of a kind of a foreign concept for us when we were getting everything all set up. But luckily, some of our current bird keepers used to be penguin keepers in SeaWorld, so they were really wonderful resources in helping us get our penguins all settled in and helping get the habitat all set up. We are hoping that the penguins will become a breeding colony in the future. They're generally monogamous, so when you put a new group of them together, it takes them a little while to kind of work things out. So the point that we're in right now, but maybe some eggs that release them and sometimes they do that. A quick trip now through the African forest. These are ficus trees growing by the bus road on the left-hand side, which is a big part of not only our botanical collection, but also what's called our browse program, where we use some of our land to grow feed for our animals. We're going to swim through Madagascar now, which is an island off of the African coast. Madagascar is the only place in the world where you find wild lemurs. 100 different species living on the island of Madagascar. Africa lost the first to 5 species of lemur. If you want to come back and check them out, you might be familiar with the character of King Julian, right, from the animated movie Madagascar. King Julian is a ring-tailed lemur, and that is one of the species that we have here.
Dude, David, if you're watching this, dude, Julian always thinks he's the king, so is this based on him?
As you can see up here on the bus road, we're kind of above and behind habitat, so I do really recommend a visit here on foot. If you haven't walked through Africa Rock later today, that's really the best way to see it, by taking the foot path to get a little bit closer to the animals and be able to spend a little bit more time here. From here on the road, right back around to the meerkat and the kofi. In between there, you've got the
If you want to subscribe to my other channel,
we're going to leave Africa now. We're going to take a quick trip to the land down under.
But it's just like a green,
coming up below our
profile picture, and there's not a two. It's like, I'm just saying that, like, it's the same name as this YouTube channel.
Where we have the male koala on exhibit. Male koala are very territorial, so each of these kind of tree structures with a flat top, that's going to be a habitat space for one of our male koalas. They do sleep anywhere from 18 to 22 hours a day, so usually a lot of action here in the outback throughout the day. We do have about 2 dozen of them though, so the odds are pretty good that you might see a little bit of movement if you come back here on foot. As we come up around the Benji's first two tree structures past the apiary, we've got a few more of our guys there. There's one of our older males in that first yard, looking kind of down to the right-hand side. You'll see him sleeping in the fork of the branches. Another arboreal or a tree-dwelling animal, so very adaptive for life in the treetops. The koalas actually have a particular little napping spot that they really enjoy, and usually in the fork of one of the branches, and that way they don't have to worry about falling out of the trees when they're resting. Koalas each also have 4 thumbs, 2 thumbs on each hand, so that's another useful adaptation for life in the treetops. Now, as this gate opens, we're going to come up around the corner in just a second. You'll see the other half of the koala yard, which is where we have our females on exhibit. With the females, they are not necessarily social, but they just tolerate each other a little better than the boys do, a little bit less territorial, so they have more of a communal habitat space. On our right-hand side, we're able to have such a large and robust koala population here due to the fact that we can grow the koalas' food. They only eat eucalyptus leaves. Eucalyptus does not like the cold weather, so it grows really well here in sunny San Diego. That is another big part of our grounds program that I mentioned when we were driving past the ficus a couple moments ago. We have a whole farm set up. It's about 15 minutes away from our location. That's where we grow much of the ficus, eucalyptus. We also grow bamboo for the panda bears and acacia, which is what the giraffe likes to eat. The other half of the outback is across the way on our left-hand side. That's where we have our Tasmanian devils on exhibit. Our zoo is one of only 4 zoos in the nation with Tasmanian devils, so another very special animal to see here today. We have a partnership with our friends with the Taronga Zoo located in Australia that allows us to have the Tasmanian devils here. If you'd like to see any of the outback, again, after the tour bus, that's going to be around the corner to the left-hand side for the Tasmanian devils and the koala viewing. Also to the left, you've got the urban jungle, kangaroo bus stop 1, and the top area of Africa rocks off your left-hand side. If you parked a stroller at the start of our tour, that's going to be around to the right, as is the pathway for the front of the zoo to visit the front plaza, Lost Forest, and Discovery Outpost. I'd like to thank you all very much for visiting today. We are a non-profit organization, so your visit helps to support not only our zoo itself, but all the conservation work that we're involved in, about 100 projects in roughly 40 different countries worldwide. So thank you very much for your visit, and thank you for letting me take you around the zoo this afternoon. Give me just a second, I'll get the bus all lined up, and I'll be right around to open the doors for you. I've been Allison, and I'll be hanging out if you have any questions, so let me know if you need anything. Thanks again for visiting today. Happy holidays, and have a great rest of your day at the zoo. Thank you.
Guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Make sure to turn on notifications, and peace.